This is Kathy Beal of EmpowermentUnlimited.net with Astro Insight for the month of June 2025. Finally, a stretch of time with detectable flow. Sure, chaos and disruptions will occur, but they're in an environment that's cohesive and approaches what we recall as reality. Interactions and communications and actions work more with than against each other. And there's a widespread uptick in nurturing and emotional optimism, all of which locks into the solstice chart and continues to run for the following season. All the inner planets change signs in compatible, companionable ways, moving into earth or water and blending mundane considerations with emotion and ease. You may feel like life is starting to make sense. You may feel more capable of dealing with practicalities. You may just plain feel and enjoy it. The month starts with components of daily living in the mode they were at the end of April, and they are pumping each other up, up, up. The sky's social director, Venus, is taking names and kicking you-know-what. Mercury is sending thoughts and talk into a zillion directions at once. Mars is keeping our drive, motivations, and general energy high. In the first week, our willingness to fight, take risks, and go after what we want hits new heights when Venus sextiles Jupiter on the 4th. Act on info, so much is flying, as Mercury sextiles Mars June 4th. The first gear shift back to Earth comes June 6th, when Venus moves into her earthy home of Taurus. She eases relationships and desires into something comfortable and grounding as cosmic ballast when the noise level hits 11, from Mercury meeting Jupiter June 8th, and then fades into touchy-feely, teary-eyed, I love you, man declarations. Emotional communication softens relationships and creativity for most of the rest of the month, until Mercury turns up the fire in Leo June 26th. Before then, though, fieriness does creep in, and early in Mercury's Cancer time. Steaminess and passion erupt in heated words or more June 9, when Mercury squares Saturn and Neptune. Desires and money issues become focused and non-negotiable, with Venus squaring Pluto that same day, on top of which Jupiter makes his once every 12-year shift into Cancer. Jupiter will be amplifying the role of nurturing home, family, traditions, and security through the end of June 2026. We'll be experiencing them with uncharacteristic passion and fervor because his travels set off with squares to Saturn and Neptune in Aries, June 15th and 18th. The current welcoming committee greeting every planet just after it changes signs. The impact also promises to fuel visceral life force in spiritual warriors of all kinds. Sign up for my mailing list and you'll get my Jupiter in Cancer guide as a thank you. Jupiter's newfound bent for emotions come to play in the full moon he rules in Sagittarius on June 11th. Expect issues to escalate regarding national identity and allegiances, as well as milestones in where we're all heading. Revelations are requiring adjustments. Look for opportunities to find common ground or negotiate win-win scenarios. The aftermath is rocky, hopping, erupting with sudden, unexpected, or unconventional moves that blast obstacles apart, as Mars in self-expressing Leo squares change agent Uranus in resource-focused Taurus. Maybe everyone's taking self-saving action to address or redress financial chaos. And then our tactics and fixes fall in line with the social and communication modes. We go from egocentrism to practicality, from my way to analytical, hands-on responses. When Mars enters Virgo June 17th, he implements inspired adjustments in how we're going about things as he inconjuncts Saturn and Neptune June 19th and 20th, then offers his fix-it gene to Jupiter's service when he sextiles the greater benefactor June 22nd. This compatibility of social mode, communication styles, and inspired, expansive drive colors the solstice chart when the Sun enters Cancer June 20th. The Sun's squares to Saturn and Neptune imprint spiritual knowing, passion, and control, thanks Saturn, onto the season. Collective issues are also in the air, with inconjuncts from Mars, Jupiter, and the Sun to Pluto, forcing tweaks in social groups, organizing, communities, online and off, technology, and power, June 23rd and 24th. The impact of those tweaks fuse into the season and into our beings with the Sun's conjunction to Jupiter, July 24th. They also shape the Cancer new moon, with Jupiter's conjunction expanding home-loving, nurturing beginnings from tiny pools into huge lakes. And boy, do we talk about it. Shocks, new ideas, insights, all kinds of shakeups rattle our minds and information channels as Mercury sextiles Uranus before skedaddling into Leo June 26th. He'll quickly trade fire with Saturn and Neptune, bringing yet another blaze of passion into our existence. Stoked, and for some inflamed, we'll face down demons and power struggles at his opposition to Pluto June 29th. Perhaps we see in new ways. Watch this space. I'm Kathy Beal, a professional astrologer with more than 35 years' experience. Visit my site, empowermentunlimited.net, to sign up for my mailing list, listen to my weekly podcasts, and book a session with me. I have lots of bonus content at patreon.com/Kathy Beal, and I'm really grateful to the people who support my work there. I host the show Celestial Compass on Om Times Radio and TV on the first and third Monday of every month at 5 p.m. Eastern. I also host conversation on Facebook on the page Empowerment Unlimited, and in the group, the Astro Insight Lounge. I post on Blue Sky, Instagram, and Threads at K.A. Beal, and on YouTube at the Professional Aquarian channel.